God said, if you keep a thing for 7 years, you are sure to find use for it. Now, I completely disagree with this quote, and anybody who agrees with it, they're probably called hoarders. That explains my mother. She keeps everything and anything from baskets to jars to beads for her jewelry to, picture frames to little chairs that you have when you're 5, when you're little kids, like those little chairs, like she would not throw them out. And she always said, we're going to find use for it, we're going to find use for it. And I'd look at her like she's crazy, because me and my sisters don't even sit in those chairs anymore. I'm like, why are you going to keep these? So there are many problems for keeping things longer than 7 years. One, it starts to make a mess either in your house or your garage or your closet, wherever you keep certain things. Second, it's basically a waste of money, I feel. If you use it, or if you buy it, there's usually a purpose for it. And if you don't use it for 7 years, then I don't see there being actually any point of actually using it in the future. And third, I think it's a problem for the people who have to clean it up. Now, for my family, that's usually me. I'm usually the organized, clean person. I don't like to see any messes. So when it comes to cleaning out that garage, when we have 10,000 jars, 5 baskets that look exactly the same, I just start throwing things away, and she gets mad. She's like, what are you doing? Like, that's mine. I'm like, I look at her, are you going to use it? She's like, well, yeah. So I was like, have you used it in the last year? Well, no. Do you even remember having it? No. Okay, well, it's gone. Like, it's gone. Like, I don't care. And we used to get in huge fights over this. And I used to be like, Mom, like, there's no point in you keeping these things. You don't use it. You don't remember that you have it. So what's the point? Like, it's just creating a huge mess. So, and then my dad would come in, try to be the mediator. Never happened. I always ended up throwing it out without her knowing, so it's not like she's going to remember, because obviously she's going to use it. So I do completely disagree, because if you haven't used it in 7 years, you most likely are not going to use it at all. Yeah.
All right, I'm not enthusiastic about the quote as your attention device, but I did like the story that you had at the beginning that you're using to talk about all of this, and your point becomes very clear. You've got a good setup of what the content of the speech is, what you're planning on talking about, but there's no follow-through on that. I was expecting to hear some discussion about how you were wasting your money or how you didn't have any of that space and the cleanup issue that was going on. You just kind of went through the same story again, and instead of it being structured and moving forward, it just felt a little bit like we're spinning our wheels. On the presentation elements, I think you do a nice job. Your voice projects well. You've got lots of indicators and gestures while you're speaking. Your facial expressions are very animated. That works well. Excellent audience contact. You're looking at everybody. I didn't see any problems with fluency, and so it all moved together pretty well. Like I said, I think content was a little bit underdeveloped. I thought you had a nice, clear exit line so that everybody knew that you were finished. The scarf was a little distracting. I know it's cold out and that sort of thing, but it just looks like something long hanging off of you. And I'm not sure. It's a little odd, that's all.